Hey guys, I'm back. Mike Robert here. If you're brand new to my channel, be sure to like and subscribe. So, in today's audio, I want to talk to you guys about supercharging your lead gen efforts by sub niches. And one of the things that I often see with a lot of businesses, even us marketers, is that we don't or we are not necessarily speaking to a specific audience and the problems that they have. And one of the things that's very important is that we learn how to reinvent or enhance what we're doing. I wouldn't really want to use the word reinvent, but enhance what we're doing, right? And so one of the things you want to ask yourself is, are your lead gen efforts falling flat? Right? Are you tired of, generic marketing that's not converting? And so if you're a business owner, one of the reasons that the agency you're working with, the lead gen company you're working with, is not producing the results that you want is you're probably not targeting the right demographic. Okay. And in this audio today, we're going to go over what that looks like, why it's a problem, and how you can fix that. Right. I'm going to give you some actionable steps, things that we've looked at in order to fix those types of problems for our clients, for ourselves, and how it allows us to onboard more clients, right? Because we're speaking directly to the problems that they have, and we have a solution that works very, very well for their business. So a sub niche, just want to cover this for you guys. A sub niche is essentially a niche within a niche. So let's just say, for instance, you are a realtor, right? Well, real estate is a big niche. You might have different programs and different audiences that can work within these aspects of realtor. So who do you work with, right? Well, if you're a realtor and you may not have a lot of experience, maybe just saying, hey, I'm looking to sell homes. That's great, but everybody is not in the market for a home, right? You obviously have first time home buyers, and then you might have other demographics, people that are looking to do different things. Maybe not a first time home buyer, maybe they're looking to buy a second property. Maybe they already have a home and they want to sell that home, buy another home, right? So there are different demographics, and then there are audiences within that, right? Who do you work with? Do you work with teachers? Do you work with white collar workers, right? Who is the audience that works very, very well for you to identify and help them get a home? And so, in many cases, identifying that can increase the relevance, create much more stronger messaging so you can communicate directly to them, higher conversion rates, and improve customer targeting. And that's really the key. If you are not improving your customer targeting, right, when we run ads, for instance, to business owners, we're not just saying, hey, we're a lead gen company. That's really not going to work very well because every business that could inquire, if they did, they're all going to be coming from different types of business services that they offer. And because of that, we need to now be able to know that we can provide a result to them, right? And we're not in every industry, right? The industries that we're in, we've mastered and perfected through a lot of trial and error, figuring out what works and what doesn't work. And so we want to maximize the results we can provide to a client. And we can talk about the experiences that other clients have had and how we know that we can speak directly to your ideal customer. We know how to do that. And that's going to help you get results a lot faster than going out there and figuring out what doesn't work. Okay? So let's identify and give you some examples of what that could look like. So let's say you're a carpet cleaning business. You want to target homeowners, right? But what type of homeowners? Do you want to target homeowners that have pets? Do you want to target, my daughter's in the background outside of the office there. Do you want to target homeowners that have kids, right? Why? Because kids are going to run around the home and they're going to probably spill things, make a mess, right? And the carpet may need cleaning a lot more than a home that doesn't have pets or kids, right? But obviously, you want to target people who have what? Carpet that is dirty, carpet that is stained, carpet that needs to be renewed, refreshed, right, after some time. And so, rather than saying, "Hey, we are offering carpet cleaning to everybody," we want to create a unique message that's going to fit. In this case, there are multiple sub niches, right? Pets, kids, and then you obviously have the dirty carpets with stains, and talk about how you can help them. And then you want to create a unique offer that is not available forever. Why? Because if it doesn't have a deadline, people are not going to take action now. So we want to identify people that have a need and a want. Once we know who needs our services now, we want to speak directly to them and give them a timeline. If you contact us between the next, week or 2 weeks or what have you, that's actually something that helps our clients get results in that space. Is whenever we're getting a lead for them, we want to know, when is this person looking for carpet cleaning? Today, tomorrow, next week, right? We want to get those questions answered, because then they will fill that out and say, well, you know what, I don't really know, and they won't fill it out. And if they do fill it out, which we get a lot of people to do that, they're saying, hey, I want carpet cleaning tomorrow. Our client knows how to position that conversation, and that's a better quality lead that someone says, I'm not too sure, let me contact you later, right? If you're a real estate agent, focusing on, in this case, in this audio I put together, maybe you focus on teachers, or you focus on the public service sector, right? Maybe there's a program that people who have achieved some type of tenure, and they've been working with their company for some time now, they may be able to qualify for, because they've shown some consistency. And there may be some program that they can qualify for that can help them get a loan for a first-time home buyer. So let's just say in this case it's a PSLF, right? Public service, well, not PSL, but public service, public sector home loan program, as an example, that for first-time home buyers, right? I mean, think about making that as an event, as a webinar, as an ad, right? However you want to position it, because I'm just giving you top level ideas. You would get a lot of people that are interested, right, in learning how this program works. What would they need to qualify for? Maybe they can get a loan or a home in the next 90 days. Let's say we want to put a window together. So we don't really want to just get any lead, right? Hey, let's just say teachers that are looking to buy a home within the next 90 days to 6 months, right? 180 days. There's a new program that you may qualify for, and we can go over the details of that program. Maybe you give them some information if this program is something that you've put together, and then from there they have to join the webinar or click learn more, become a lead, and one of your agents can follow up with them and answer any questions and kind of explain more about how the program works, right? So we've created something where we now know that this person is this type of career. Maybe we tell them how much money they might need down, right? A percentage. Maybe we tell them where they could get a home, right, near their school, near their district, if they're interested in that, because that would reduce commute time, especially if they've had kids. That's something that they might really enjoy. And this program can help them, right, get a home in the next 90 days to 6 months, right? So, or 90 to 188 days. So this is a relatively fast process where this person can move from where they are and get a home. And if they become a lead, you now know that this person is not just putting it on the back burner. They're actively looking to achieve this goal in, a very short period of time. Okay. Let's say you're a chiropractor. If you're a chiropractor, you would, think that who's a great person? Honestly, just about everybody, right? Everyone, as they age, you're going to have body pain, right? Different ailments that are going on in their body, and they're going to have a lot of soreness, and they need some realignments. They need some adjusting, even if they're exercising every day, because even if you're moving a lot of weight, even if it's not very heavy, your body is going to take some beating. It's going to take some wear. But that doesn't mean that you're going to offer those services to everybody, right? Some people who, let's say go to the gym every day, they may believe that they don't need a chiropractor. Maybe they believe they're very healthy, right? This is one of the reasons that people who go to the gym every day don't just walk up to the personal trainer booth and say, hey, I'd like to get an assessment, because they think that they know what they're doing already. So maybe you speak to a different audience of people. Let's say it's you want to speak to contractors, right? People who are outside every day. They're working on a roof, or they're working some with manual labor, and they're taking a beating on their body. And guess what? These guys, and women, when they get up there in age, they start feeling it. Okay, so maybe this is something that for people that are 35 and older, or 40 and older, right? And their body is taking a beating, taking a toll, and you want to carve out this niche. You want to create a sub niche, a program as a chiropractor that can speak directly to this audience, and in turn help people and probably double your book of business with a new sector, a new sub niche of people that are probably not working with you right now. So the next thing you want to think about in this is the importance of detailing this out, because we need to know the problem that these individuals have, right? If I'm working with, let's just say I want to work with plumbers as an example, right? Let's say I wanted to work with a bunch of plumbers, or let's say carpet cleaning in this case, because we've mentioned carpet cleaning before. Let's say I wanted to add more carpet cleaning clients to our agency. I need to know what are the problems that most carpet cleaners have. Okay, now the majority of carpet cleaning businesses, without even speaking to them and getting the idea of the problem they have, is the biggest problem that they have is not getting customers, it's scaling their operation. And the reason that scaling is their operation is tough is because due to the economic challenges that they are faced with, it's hard to find people that can stay and stick around long enough. So what that means is that they can hire someone today and that person could be gone in a couple weeks. Maybe they found another employment that's paying them more. That's a big challenge because now you're stuck as an owner operator. And so if we had a way to solve that problem, one how that would look is yes, they would probably take in more money per ticket, but most of that money per ticket would be going to that staff member just to keep them around so that the owner of the company has less to do. So it wouldn't necessarily just be lead gen, right? It would be lead gen plus this. And that would be a big interest for people that don't want to be owner operators, right? So I would make an ad as an example. Are you a carpet cleaner that is tired of being an owner operator? And maybe you'd like to figure out a way to increase your average ticket so that you can compensate your staff members so that they can stick around, right? Well, we have a system, so I would direct them to somewhere. We have something that we'd like to show you to do that, right? Doesn't cost you anything. Take you about 10 minutes to see everything how it works. Okay, so that would be how we would create that customer avatar, the problem pain point that they have. So this is not for someone that's just starting out. If you're just starting out as a carpet cleaner, you don't have a book of business, you don't have any reviews online. That may not be for you. But someone who is, you want to know how you can consistently bring in what they call new talent into your company. You want to get at least 5 to 10 new resumes, people who are interested in working with you on a weekly basis, maybe on a monthly basis, because then in the event that someone does leave or what have you, you can replace them and you don't have to worry, right? Think about how roofing companies do it, solar companies do it, window companies do it, right? Their ticket is a lot bigger, it's more attractive, right? Those types of people are looking to make 100, 200, 300,000 or more on an annual basis. They're sales representatives. So it's really important for you to understand what keeps people around. So pain points. Now we want to create a USP, which would be a unique sales proposition, and addressing those pain points. So if you're that business, how can you help that customer of yours specifically with your service? And the more specific you can be with how you can help them, increases not lead quality. This is something that most people don't know. The more specific you can be, increases lead quality. Okay. An example of that could look like this. Are you are your carpets does your carpets have stains, odors, or wear? Right now, we're offering a 2-room special, 3-room special, for whatever it is, to people in. So let's say it's a county or an area you service in this area. Now, one of the things about that is you need the area to be of a good size in order to control lead volume and lead cost, just so you guys know. So ideally, you're looking for a population of at least 500,000 people or more, right? But in some cases, if you're very remote, that may be tough. So you've spoken to what problem they have, you've given them a unique offer, you've presented it to them, right? And now when they contact you, they already have an understanding of how you can help them. Okay? They have an introduction to your cost. They know where you're starting your prices at. Right? And they know that if they're interested, they have to take advantage of this now as it's a limited time offer. Okay? Um, Very important. Use a lot of research if you don't know. This is where the advantages come in working with an agency that has experience. So if you're not very knowledgeable about this, for instance, when I first started working with businesses like most marketers, I didn't really know how to say who we help or how we help them. It was very weird, right? I was like, how, how, well, I know we help businesses, but we didn't work with every business, right? I don't work with every business. I don't work, number one, I don't work with businesses that don't believe in buying leads. Why? Because now I have to go and sell them on why leads are good for their business. So maybe this business has been in business for many years. They have a lot of word of mouth. They are good with the organic approach. That's not a good lead for me. That's not someone that I would like to speak to. I want to speak to businesses that believe in advertising and that are currently buying leads because I know that they know how to work leads. All I need to do now is provide leads to them that are of consistent quality, which we were able to do so that they can have the best odds of converting them into a paid customer, right? So I don't want to speak to businesses that are interested in SEO and web design and Facebook content marketing and all that stuff. That's not an interest to me. That's not what we do, right? Now we could do that, but that's not the service where we have the biggest reward for the clients that we work with. We work with direct leads. So we want to get them phone calls and leads of customers that are looking to hire them right now, right? So it's really important that you know who you help. You don't help everybody. It's really important to identify it. We don't help everybody. We could help everybody, but they must fit in a bucket here. Now, they obviously don't have to be someone that has stains and odors. If they just call you out of the blue and say they want to get their carpet clean, obviously, it doesn't have to be someone that's in the public service sector. That's just a unique approach, right? They could be anybody if they really want to buy a home, but in your advertising, you want to fit that demographic. And yes, you still may get inquiries from people that don't fit those, but they want to know, could they, right? So they're ready to buy a home too, or whatever their situation may be for your industry. Right, persuasive copy is very important. If you're not familiar with copy is going to be the written text inside of your ad. Okay, so the ad text itself, that's your copywriting, has to be written in a very persuasive way. Okay, it cannot be written in a way that's not persuasive. So if you don't have a copywriter, you would want to create or hire a copywriter for your company to do that. Encourage, so people have to take action. I mentioned it when I was giving you the ads. That's essentially, if you book now, right now, this type of language is directing people to taking action right now for their business. All right, so I just wanted to recap here. Creating a unique approach for your business in how people communicate, or I'm sorry, how leads become a lead for your company is very important. If you're struggling right now to generate quality leads, maybe you've missed some of the points that I've addressed here today and you probably didn't consider them, right? The reason I can share that with you is because that's the that's my introduction again to lead gen, right? I came from a sales background. I didn't really understand lead gen. Most people don't. So most people in sales, they'll say, "Oh, I just want good quality leads." Most businesses will say, "I just want good quality leads." That's not enough. You have to be able to identify what is a good quality lead. So when I got into marketing and lead generation, I still initially struggled. What most businesses and what most marketers do is they spend a lot of time on how good their creative looks, how good their setup is. But that is that doesn't mean anything if we're not speaking to a direct audience, right? Or unless there's like an emergency related situation, right? So if I'm not speaking to the right audience, what's going to happen? Not much. Maybe I'm not presenting my offer the right way to the right people, right? Maybe it's too generic. So if you have a service you offer that is very niche, you have to be very careful, right? If there's not a big enough audience for what it is you're trying to sell or what it is you sell, okay? So if you're a service provider, you sell something, just so you understand, you have to be very careful not to super niche that, right? So for instance, let's say I am, let's say that I am a piano instructor, as an example, or maybe even a personal trainer, and I want to bring on new clients. I'll go with the piano instructor. how many people, number one, are going to have an interest in the piano? But I'm just saying, hey, I'd like to give piano lessons. So in my mind, I believe that there's all these people that are in my city or area. This should be easy, a cakewalk. Well, a lot of these people may not be interested in learning how to play the piano. They just might like to hear the piano played, right? So I would want to speak to a specific audience of people with thorough research that may want to play the piano, right? But at the same token, I may need to keep it broad enough because there's a very small amount of these people out there, possibly. Okay, you'd have to do research in your statistics. Let's say it's a specific type of T-shirt you sell. Well, who's going to be most likely interested in this type of T-shirt? Maybe not everybody, maybe a handful of people. And so, if there's only a handful of people that would be interested in this type of T-shirt, this type of apparel, I want to hone in on that specific group of people, right? I don't want to just speak to everybody. So this is very important. These are some things to understand when you're running your advertisements so that you get the best results for your lead gen efforts. I appreciate you guys being here today. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. And if you're someone that says, you know what, this sounds great, I have more I have deeper level questions. I need one-on-one help. We do offer strategy calls, so you can book a one-on-one strategy call. It costs $199. And over that strategy call, we go over basically some of the hiccups and hurdles that you're facing right now. I've had a number of students that have booked the strategy call. They've been able to get great results from that strategy call because it's very, very specific. And sometimes you need that because you can't see the problem when you're in the mirror, right? You can't see the issue you're facing when you're in the frame, I should say. So appreciate you guys being here today, and I'll talk to you next time.